So this is my Ram 1500 2019. I've had it for a few years, and I had a bit of an issue with it. About a year ago, I noticed it had a water leak coming from the motor. So I took it into the dealer and I said, I have a water leak on my truck here. And they took a look at it. I had pictures of where the leak was coming from, and it was coming from just above the oil filter. So I asked them, like, where is this? What part is this? Can I get this part? And they told me no. That leak's actually coming from the block. You need a new motor. And since I was a couple thousand K over warranty, the 3 years wasn't up, but I just collected over 100,000 K. There's no warranty on it. Basically, they told me your only choice is to put a new motor in this truck. So instead, I patched that leak with JB Weld, and that lasted for about a year until we were going down to the York show, the American Truck Historical Society show, and it started leaking again about halfway down. And it was quite a hassle trying to get the leak stopped again, and I was pretty frustrated by it. Brought it back home and then tore into it so I could get a more permanent fix. And what we found out was that the leak was actually coming from this piece. Now this is the oil cooler. It mounts to the bottom of the block, and the way it's mounted is with the spigot here, right there. That is it is a shouldered spigot with a 12mm hex on the inside of the tube. So you just get a hex, a 12mm hex on like maybe a 2-inch socket is best, because you can't have a long Allen, because this is right above the axle or the steering rack. Pop this off, put a new one on, and it's good to go. You can see some of it here. That's damage from taking it off mainly, but that is where the leak had started. It's just a cheap part that was rotting out. But my frustration with it all is they told me I needed a motor even after seeing the leak. I asked them if that piece is a replaceable part. They told me no, that is part of the block. What you need to do is let us put an entire motor in this thing because your block is garbage. Because of that, I risked cooking the motor on this truck because of the massive leak we had. So I can't understand whether they were fibbing or whether they're just incompetent, but the service at my local dealer gets a massive thumbs down, because either they try to scam me out of $10,000 for a motor, because I was thinking about trading the truck in on a diesel, because this wasn't quite as capable as I would have liked to pick up to be. If they could have taken this on trade with a bad motor, put a new oil cooler on it, and sent it to auction as a perfectly good pickup truck, they stood to make a nice little bit of money. Or they can't even tell what they're looking at with a computer and a flashlight. So anyway, got that replaced. Leak has stopped. Should be good for a while, but that is something to look out for on these trucks, I guess, is the oil cooler starting to rot through.